Hey guys. It's that. Cassie found something here. It's the size of a nickel.
Buffalo nickel. Give me the fufu juice.
Oh! I gotta keep digging some more here. Let's see what else we can get. I found myself a bucket lister. I got a crotal bell.
It's a Wheatie.
You found a Wheatie?
Yes.
Sweet. A Walking Liberty 1943 half dollar. Oh my god, it's freaking gorgeous. You got an Indian? Oh my god, Cassie got an IHP. Needless to say, I am a happy camper. Good morning, everybody. It is a beautiful day in October. It's a little chilly. It's about 48 degrees this morning. Birds are chirping like crazy. And I am on a farm field permission that I've been waiting to get onto for a long time. So it's rained the last couple of days. It's going to be wet. There's a grassy area here, as you can tell, where a house used to be. So I'm going to start out over here and try to get out in the fields later back there to see if it's not too muddy. If it is, I'll play around up in the grassy area here the best I can. I've already found a couple of interesting items yet today, and I haven't even started digging. Check this out. I got to show this to you. That is a puffball mushroom compared to my foot. That is huge. Look at that. These things are supposed to be edible too. And there's another one over there you can see. And I just saw another one right over here too. So I'm gonna let her go for now. Look at that thing. Look at that. It's a basketball. Wow, that's amazing. I think a puffball is what's called a polypore mushroom, meaning many pores. I have to look it up. I'm not a mushroom expert. What sounds like a cantaloupe? And those are supposed to be really good to eat too. So I'm going to check that out a little bit further at the end of the day, or when I head back to the car next. I might take that with me, double check it, research it, make sure it is indeed what I think it is. And if it is, we might try to fry that sucker up and see what it tastes like. But for now, let's get to detecting. All right, I've already figured out this is going to be tough digging because it is really full of iron here. But I do have my first item for the day, and it looks like a button of some sort. So we have a cool find to start the day. Doesn't look horribly old, but we will definitely take it to start the day. Nice. Huge amount of iron, so I'm just going to have to take it easy and go slow here, but this does show we can make it through it. Alrighty, here we go. I had to run back to the house for a quick bathroom break, but I just got this. I am not entirely sure what it is. It broke off of something. Kind of looks like the end of the scissors, but it's not. It also looks incredibly familiar. It looks like maybe a piece of horse tack. If you look, see how the end of that is worn right there, like a rope was sliding through it or something. Interesting the item though. I'll take it and we'll keep going. This was deep. Look at that pinpointer. Look how far down there it's buried. And look what I came out with. Not entirely sure what it is. Oh, it looks like a pocket watch. Sweet. The face is torn off. I can see the center of it there where there was a post. You can see right there is a hinge where the back would have opened up. There's the top where the winder key would have gone. Nice. A pocket watch. I don't think I found a pocket watch in a good minute here. So that's a nice find. That's a good way. And it's still pretty early. I don't think it's yet 9:30 even, so let's keep going. This is something I wasn't expecting to find. And it was almost a surface find too. Check it out. It's a thimble. I found another thimble just not too long ago at an old school. This is muddy. Let me spray it down a little bit and see what she looks like, but it looks to be in really good shape. Other than the fact that it's squished, you know, just ignore that, all right? Hang on a sec. Let me clean it up. Check that out. It is nice, isn't it? Gorgeous. It's just aluminum, but I don't care. I love it. I don't find a lot of thimbles, so something like that I'm very excited about. I will definitely take that. Let's keep going. Been a bit since I got my last signal that I could show, and honestly I don't even remember what it was. That's how long it's been. Whoops. But I just got this. Looks like I might have myself a pocket knife, and one of the blades looks like it was left out. There's a badge on the side of it. I'll have to clean it up more when I get it home and take a look at it, but that's a cool find. I will definitely take a pocket knife. This would have been it's a heavy one. This would have been a nice thing, I think. Glad to have it. Let's keep going. It's almost lunchtime. Alright, it has been a while. It is 12:35. And I started out somewhere around 8:30-ish or so this morning. So I've been out about 4 hours. I thought this was a piece of garbage at first. I saw this sticking out and I thought it was like maybe part of a hose or hose clamp or something like that. And then I started trying to break the dirt clump off the back of it, and it didn't. There was stuff in it. And I tapped it out and this kind of came out. I'm not real sure what it is. It might be part of like a razor, an old not straight razor, but a blade razor or something. I don't know. That tray kind of doesn't look like it, so if you guys know what it is, let me know. But it's interesting right now. I'll clean it up a little bit better later and see if I can figure out what it is. Have another item here just a few feet away, right over there where that black dirt is where I found that unidentified object. And here I am just a few feet away and I found another unidentified object. Kind of resembles a duck's bill. I have no idea what it is. Something mechanical. I'll clean it up. It's probably part of some sort of machinery or something. I'll clean it up and check it out, I guess. Okay, have yet another unidentified object. I'm right behind a tree line here, and right around this area where the trees are right now is where a house used to sit. So I'm kind of in the backyard area and just found this. Not sure what in the heck it is. Another unidentified object. I don't know that this is going to make it into my finds thing for the day. This will probably just go in the trash, so if you don't see it later, that's why. Automotive part or farm implement part of some sort, that's all I know. If you recognize it, let me know though. This was almost right on the surface. Looks like I have myself part of another button. Wipe it off a little bit, see if I can get a little bit more detail. Yeah, it's a newer button. Not horribly old, but it's still a button. Feels like aluminum, it's light, but you know, I found it. It was just like right there on the dirt. So we'll take it. Keep going. Had to take a picture of this. It's been so wet lately. I'm in a cornfield, obviously, and these leftover corn cobs are starting to germinate. I'm finding these all over the place. If I look around, there's another one right there. See if I can zoom in on it. See, there's another one right there. And just right over there, there's another one. So these things are all over the place. I thought that was kind of interesting. Figured I'd show you guys. It's kind of cool. See, look. I could take that home. Probably plant it. Although it's getting to be winter, I don't know exactly what the heck would happen. Interesting though, isn't it? Fun. And just like that, we are at the wrap up. It was not the mega hunt that I was hoping for. I really had much higher hopes for this location, and I do intend to go back and swing over it a good bit more. I know it has been detected before. Nobody's had permission, but I did see a guy out there about a year ago. So it's possible that they did find some of the more obvious items, but they couldn't have got the whole area. Somebody was out there night hawking, basically. I did come away with a couple of cool items, though, so there is some hope. So we'll go with that. I got to get out and go metal detecting. I got to detect a spot that I've been wanting to get to for a long period of time. Sometimes those sites are excellent, and sometimes you find out that they're not all that great to begin with, but at least you know for sure one way or the other. So let me show you what I did come away with. There she blows. That's what we got. We'll start off with this. It's just an old doorknob. This is actually not even that old. Pretty new. A couple of bullets. A big sucker right here, like a 45 caliber or something. And then this is a smaller one. I didn't even know what it was until I got it home and got it cleaned up. Some sort of hollow point or something. It does look like there's a crimp mark where it would have been crimped into the jacket. So it is definitely a bullet. Some miscellaneous junk there. I just kept to show it. That was a surface find. I still have no idea what this is. There's no markings or anything on it. It looks incredibly familiar. It almost looks like a rocker, part of a rocker arm to go in a car, but it wouldn't be. There's no pivot point here, nothing for it to attach to pivot there, and no other end either, but I just don't know what it is. My guess is that there was like a screw or something that went through here, and like a washer maybe that set on top or something, and pressed against this, or this pressed against something to hold it in place. I don't know. It's just a theory. Correct me if you know what it is. This little piece here, this looks like a horse tack, and if you look right there, you see how it's worn more heavily right at this, like a rope or something has been passing through there. I'll set you down, or back. Why? I'll light it with back. Right there where my fingertip is, you can see where the rope's been passing through there. So some part of a piece of horse tack of some sort, but again, not sure what it is. Got that old knife, no markings on it, which seems to be the theme for the weekend. Nothing really has markings I can identify. Cool old knife though. Would have been a nice knife, a great pocket knife if it were still any, not rusted away. This one blade was still in there and it rusted away, and the other one was out, so it got dropped while it was in use. Pocket watch has no identifiable markings. It's very heavy because it's like a big fossil now. No markings. This would have been the face side. That would have been the back. Nothing I could find on it. Got this thimble. It's just an aluminum thimble, but man, you don't find these too often. I'm stoked to have it. I love it. I wish I could find one that wasn't smashed to bits like this, though. I want one that's got a little bit more intact. 2 buttons. This one has no markings on it that I can determine. Both of them look relatively modern. This one does have some sort of a marking on it, but all I can make out is like a S or something. No, wait, maybe that was on this one. Yeah, that's on this one on the back. Has an S or something on there. And that's about the best I can get as far as markings. Let's see if I can zoom in on that a little bit. Yeah, right there on the bottom. You can see an S. It's probably upside down, actually. it looks like there may be an A in this lighting, right? S period A. Maybe it's USA. Could just be USA. Yeah, it's a thought. We are kind of living there. And this piece, still don't know what it is. Almost looks like this would have rotated on this hinge piece here and stuck more straight out instead of, off to an angle like this. And this could have been a mount for a blade, maybe. It could be a razor, but I don't recognize the design. There'd be a lot of pieces missing if that's the case. Again, I don't know. It looks cool, but I just don't know. And I did come away with one other item. This, one of those puffballs. Just recently I learned that these things were actually good to eat. With caveat there. And that's caveat, not caviar. But if you ever see one of these big puffballs out like this, these are safe to eat. What you do is you open them up, and if they are pure white on the inside like this, they're good to go. Now, again, I'm not a mushroom expert. I'm just within the last couple of years started learning some edibles mushrooms that I've been trying to locate and try out. And this is one that I hadn't found any in good condition. And there were like 5 of them or 6 of them out in this field, so I could have had a ton of these. These are very soft. Sounds like a basketball or soccer ball or something. The texture is extremely light and fluffy. If I take a piece off, I mean, it's almost like marshmallowy. It just falls apart almost. Very tender texture. But you can take these. Apparently, a lot of people will batter these and fry them. They don't have a great deal of flavor. A tiny bit of mushroom flavor coming through, a little bit of earthiness. Barely even have a smell of any kind. They're just bland, really. They're almost tasteless and odorless. But these do absorb the flavors of whatever you're cooking them with. I tried earlier to see if they would sit well with me, that I could tolerate them, which is always a good idea if you're trying a new mushroom. Just try small amounts first and see if you're okay with it. Wait a day or wait an hour if you're okay. Maybe have a little bit more, and then wait a day and see what happens. And if you tolerate that well, then try some more. I took this, put it in a little butter and olive oil, and then salt and peppered it. Very, very simple. And that is pretty much the only flavor you got out of it, which actually was pretty tasty. Texture, super, super lightweight. You bite into it, and it's not nearly as firm as a meat. It's something, it's definitely unique. It's something that if you like mushrooms and you tolerate wild mushrooms well, I think it's something well worth trying if you can find one of these. And in the fall right now, when it's raining and stuff, is the time that you would find these. So, well, I think this is one of the finds of the trip, actually, because I got to try something I had not tried before. Even bounces. It's kind of like one of those bouncy balls. My kids love to try stuff too, and they weren't available, so I've got some in the refrigerator that I can try when they get a moment. But there you have it. I got to get out in that field, had a little bit of fun, got some exercise, and with all the other stuff I had going on this weekend, I am sore already. So I need to go to work just to have a vacation for my weekend. So, hope you guys are getting out, doing some detecting, and finding some amazing things. We will talk to you next time.